Take 3. Okay, I want you to look at something. It's kind of important for this art Soundoff. Look at these 3 comics. Notice the Justice League of America. Forget the art. Look at the logos. Notice the Justice League of America's got this nice, cool shield that's in. Justice League America, kind of reminiscent of the shield, but still doing its own thing. And then JLA, which is probably the most standout of all of them. Say what you will about 90s art, some of their logos are pretty darn good. Especially when you compare them to today's. Look at these, man. This is laziness of the highest caliber. Now, as a critic and as a creator, these disappoint. These disappoint me. They really do. Here's the thing. When you're creating a comic, whether it's a web comic or a print comic, your logo is your brand. It shows people, gives people a quick idea of what the comic is. Then they're drawn to the artwork, to the cover art, which I'll get to in a later sound off. It grabs your eye. Logo is very important when it comes to writing. And in making a logo, it's not just, I love making logos. I mean, when I do article series on my site, I always enjoy getting to make a new logo for it. I'm in the middle of creating one for a new article that's going to debut this month that actually will tie in to our Soundoff in a way. Unintentional, but I like it to happen. But there are things you need to remember when it comes to making a logo. First off, logos are artwork. It's not a bunch of lettering. Not lettering. It's art. It's art with letters. And it's very important that when you're making a comic and you put a logo on it, that it stands out and draws your attention, makes you want to look at it. There's another example here. Batman Vengeance video game. Look at this cool logo. Plus this cool art of Batman standing there and the logo. This is a really cool logo. Some other games over here. I can show you. This is a pretty cool logo. This is pretty good, but Transformers has really gone downhill with their logo. This one just looks like they put some lettering together. There's no style to it like this. This is from the 80s. 80s was a good time for logos. Portal, simple little logo. Just it's kind of a font, but it's kind of see with the light shut. There we go. But the O looks like a door, a gateway, a portal. And this is good logoing. This is good branding. Every good comic starts with okay, this is a bad example. This Worlds Collide has no logo because they wanted to look cool. Color forms. This is a simple font, Batman Robin Adventures. Simple Gothic style font, but it does look good. It's not just lettering. It means something. You know, dark art. It catches your attention. Then you go down to the cover and you see the cover art, and that makes you interested in it. This grabs your eye. This makes you decide whether or not you want to buy it. And like I said, I'll get to that later installment. But this is something that I always try to think about when I'm designing a logo. It's art. You're drawing letters. You're drawing letters to make them look good. Nowadays, everybody seems to be getting lazy. It's like they're just throwing a font on there. Grabbing some font off the internet or some font set, write the letters on there, make it bright and colorful, and that's fine. No, it's not. Put something interesting in there. If you're going to use, the comic you're working on doesn't require any kind of special fancy font, try to put some kind of little image like on the Portal game. Just do something to make it stand out and be interesting, not just look like you just type something in the text box and call it good, because it's not going to be good. It's going to look lazy. It's going to look terrible. It's going to look like garbage. Logo. If you're drawing your comic, you know about art. Well, you're drawing a logo. Logo is art. And that's something that needs to be remembered. So that's something that I always think about when I do a logo for a new article, or when I was doing those notebook comics that I talked about yesterday. Logos are art. Treat it as art. Draw your logo. Don't just write letters. Make it look good. Make it stand out. Make it interesting. Go look at webcomics, some of the webcomics, and look at the logo. Look at the Art Standoff logo. It's something that draws your attention and looks visually interesting, and you will want, and makes you want to look into it. It's something good. When I do my website, logo, paying attention to the logo is important. When I do a comic, Captain Yuletide is simply looks like one of those tags you put on a Christmas present with some writing on it, but it looks like something that was written as a gift tag on a present, which is what I wanted to do. Jake and Leon is a lot fancier logos. This nice little circle thing with their heads here, with their names come around here, and the N in the center. That makes it look at something that's visually interesting. So that's just something that I can tell you right now, not just as a creative person, but as a critic, what I usually do, internet reviewer. Telling you right now, logos are important in your comic, especially if you're making a print version. And something to think about when you're doing your comic. Make it look something that make it fit what your comic is about. Make it fit your style of the comic. It's art. Make it fit your art style. Make it fit the style of the comic. Make it fit the kind of story that it is. Don't do something that looks happy and clowny and it's some post-apocalyptic drama. I like the word drama. So make it something that matches, will draw people to your thing. And it'll look good when you start up the web page. It'll look good if they see it on your table at the convention. It'll look good if you happen to put it in print. It'll look good when people see it on a shelf or at the library or something. Think about your logo when you're designing the cover, whether this is a series or a banner on your website. Always think about it in terms of art, in terms of the style of the comic you're making, because that will stand out and that will make it look interesting. There's a big difference between this and this. Make something that looks like this. This is lazy. And the comic's not very good either. That's it for this Art Sound Off. We'll see you tomorrow. Happy drawing.